All right, well, happy Thursday. You know what? I'm gonna stop saying happy whatever, like I'm at work. How many times have we heard happy Thursday? Happy Friday Eve? I'm just gonna say, yo, bro. Yo. Or what up? That's what I'm gonna say from now on. What up? What up? Well, ignore the North Carolina logo on my hat. They choked the season away, which, you know, if you've been watching them this season, I'm not surprised. Odd, what's going on, buddy? How is your Thursday going? It is insanely hot in Arizona, so I'm gonna try to keep the air conditioner on in my room. Now, the reason why I say this sounding irrelevant, there is a moment where it could be a power spike and shut down the electricity on the top floor, and I have to go reset my stream and everything. That's happened, but it's way too hot in here, so we're gonna do that. And we're gonna try to hit the top 100 again. I swear whatever song this is has been stuck in my head, like, in my sleep. Nico, let's go. By the way, I changed some settings in my OBS. So I'm going to watch myself play a game to see if, because when it's very fast paced on a game like this, the pixels start to get a little pixelated, and I know it's, you know, the bitrate gets a little throttled on Twitch, but supposedly it should be fine. So I'm gonna watch myself and see. Yeah, the heat in Arizona is ridiculous right now. This time last year it was 70 degrees, 75 degrees in March, and now it's like record-breaking March. It feels like June already. So I don't know if I want to live here anymore. I don't know if I want to live here anymore, but that's okay. I was meaning to stream, but was not feeling it today. I've decided to hang out with some Twitch peeps. I understand that. I almost took a break myself today. I am tired, but I was like, why not? Why not do a little stream? All right, I'm gonna try to stream myself. I'm just gonna watch on this screen to see if the pixels get very pixelated or not. Which I wouldn't be surprised if they do. There's a delay though. Oh, it's not bad. I'm pressing the wrong buttons because I'm looking at the wrong screen. Oh, it's a lot better. Okay, excellent. If anybody has trouble with their games getting pixelated on Twitch or anything, please, God, go to YouTube and ask the questions. Just ask. What did I change here? I'm just gonna look. Let's see. So I went to the advanced output mode. Mods have been sucking on some games. So if you have NVIDIA, you choose like a certain NVIDIA encoder. If you have AMD like I do, you choose the equivalent to it. So in the streaming output mode, instead of like simple, you go to advanced, and on the YouTube videos, they give specific things. So the rate control is CBR, bit rate is 8,000 or something, or keyframe interval is 2 seconds, stuff like that. So although whatever those YouTube videos were, they came out in December of 2025, so they seem pretty up to date. So they give you the exact things that you need, because you've seen on streams too, if it gets a little bit fast paced, it pixelates your camera or whatever like that. And when you rated me the other night, it was excellent, and I noticed my VOD in the past that it or in that video that it was just pixelating because I was moving too fast on the screen. So whatever the YouTube video is, I could even send it to you at some point if you can't find it. But if you have an NVIDIA or an AMD, they'll give you the exact things to put in there, and you don't have to lower the bit rate, you don't have to lower the resolution or anything like that. You can it's supposed to be perfect. And I was wondering, I was like, there's no way we can't have like perfect 1080p, because it feels like everybody else did. So all right, well, anyway, It always looks fine on the game, but in the VODs it shifts. Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting. So I wonder if that's a Twitch thing, because I don't record on OBS because I would be. I'm not saying fry my computer, but I just download Twitch VODs and make clips from those. You probably do the same. It's easier. I don't want to have all that data on my PC, but all right. I'm still going to pay attention to the chat. I'm just going to try to do this at the same time. All right. Woo. Yo, he's Scorpion. All right. I didn't do any practicing, so it takes so much to get to the top 100. Or it takes a lot of time. Oh. Yo, he hit his friend. All right. Oh no, it was a warm up. It wasn't the infinite. Okay, well it felt good. At least I was able to test out my stuff. Here, you know what? Let's do the song that sounds better. I need to get this song out of my head. I need to do Maniac. I think this is my favorite one. I think it's everybody's favorite one. I can't do Nico Nico like again. I can't. The top 100 is gonna be much harder on this game though, or this song. Oh, I hit the wrong person. Oh. Well, I pressed the wrong button. I was just like brain fart just now. Alright. Here, while this is going on, let me turn it up a little bit. Oh. Ooh. I don't know if I meant to do that or not. Ooh. All right. Oh. Come on, I cannot leave them free. Ooh. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Try to get too cute. All right. Maybe just my Wi-Fi speed. Just been through OBS settings. Looks like I had everything set up. I've just hooked up to the Ethernet to see how that pans out. That's a good possibility. I have Wi-Fi and there's like, I'm in an apartment, so there's no shot that I can dig through the ground and like do like hardwire. So I hope it works out. I feel like I might be screwed until I get into a new place, to be honest with you. Oh, they got me. Oh. Oh. Powerful enough to stream to run some games while streaming for it to be smooth. Oh, are you it's either that or my laptop just isn't powerful to run some games while streaming and for it to be. Oh, so you're gaming on a laptop, like a gamer laptop. Gotcha. Streaming on it. So I have a gamer laptop myself, so you know whenever I go on vacation I can't go without it. I've tried. It's too difficult. Oh, come on. An Asus ROG? I have an Asus something. I don't know if I have the same thing, but I do have an Asus something. The Asus gaming laptops are sick. I haven't had any issue with them at all. Whoop. Oh, wrong person. Ugh. What was I gonna say? Oh. One thing to keep in mind too is some of these games that you and I have been playing, co-op games with a friend in Japan. Oh, I mean that could be possible. They're at like what 500, 400 ping sometimes, 300 mostly. It could be also the games that we play aren't truly optimized either. There's definitely some games that are 1 gigabyte and are horribly optimized and have just killed my like. I don't know if you could see the number. Can you? You maybe can see the number. I'm assuming it's the speed of the fans or something like that. That little number right there. Whenever it gets to 70 and my portable AC unit in my room is on, the breaker will shut off like too much electricity is coming through this room. So as long as it's in the 60 range, which is with this game in particular, and some other games like World of Warcraft or whatever that are super optimized, they're fine. But there have been some indie games I've played that shuts down my electricity. And I've had to just not have the AC on, which is insane. I would never think that I was a person that like used so much electricity that my breaker would shut off. That's insane. Alright, I'm making mistakes now, but I can't make them later. Yeah, the amount of... Oh. Yeah, the amount of... you would think that you could... like, I get it when you have to set up your stream and have, like, the widgets and all that cool stuff on it, but you would think that you could just be like, OBS, connect here to my game and stream it. No, there's, like, 50 other things that you have to do, and it's almost like technology's so good that it got too complicated in this moment. Like, streaming issues it is a mess. There have been times where my brother would stream, like, Apex or something, and his videos would end up having the sound 3 seconds behind, but the stream is fine, and he had to go way back into some settings and figure out some really, and he didn't delay the video or anything. He just looked at some dumb like recording thing that OBS had an issue with. Like it's so frustrating. Oh. Who wants it first? Oh, from the... So I'm definitely doing the horror games. I was doing them on Fridays and Saturdays. But I feel like I've almost run out of them. Like I've played too many of them to where I'm not like having like ones that are interesting to me or something. So I'm switching it back to Saturday to do horror games on Saturday. It's defined. I love horror games so much, but it got to the point where I was playing like indie things, and I learned this the hard way. Some indie releases, there's a big sale on Steam. I'm gonna have to look. I'm going to look. I learned this the hard way. There's a lot of indie games, horror games that come out, and a lot of them are not optimized. They're glitchy. I have a couple of videos of or the ninth Charnel. The game crashed so much I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even play it. And like, never mind all the glitches and bugs in the game, but like a lot of horror games come out, it almost feels like a cash grab. It's so bad. There was one horror game I played that was games like RESH Routine. Routine is on my list. Routine is definitely on my list. That looks great. That looks great. There was a game I played actually last week, a horror game last week that lasted 15 minutes, and it was like $12. And it was 15 minutes, and it was so quick. I asked for a refund and got approved for it. Like, it didn't even last an hour. It was pretty insane. And I don't want to bash developers, because like, I tried to want to make a game before, and I went through that guy's tutorial. I can't remember his name, but I did the 2D, like, created that 2D instructional video that he did, and it takes forever. So I don't like to give developers like crap or anything like that. I don't like to do that. However, if the game's 15 minutes long, there's definitely horror games on like Itch and stuff that's free, that's longer than 15 minutes. So I can't. You have to do a little bit better than that. Yeah, exactly. If it's around 8, well, especially if it's $20. If it's 20, I'm expecting at least a full stream of the game. And most of the time that's worked, but the 9th Charnel was $20 and it was crashing. Like 2 hours in, there was a specific part where it would crash no matter what graphics that you changed. But if you get 5 to 10 minutes, or $5 to $10, yeah, an hour, like Psalm was excellent. The Chucksy game. I'm gonna see what you mean. I'm over here trying to break a top 100, but I'm casually like Chucksy. Here, let's look. Chucksy. Ooh. Oh, there's a Chucksy 2 that's gonna come out too. Yeah. Dude. That is horrifying. Even though he's even though he's dancing. I like that. I'm gonna watch you stream it 100%. That is great. New face on the block. Why does that sound familiar? New face on the block. Did I ever see this? So if I haven't watched you stream it, I watched Queso stream it, but I don't think I've seen him stream it. This looks great. Hold on. My wish list is like in a good spot right now. Green light. The green light. I think green light. Oh, chose the wrong one. The green light. Yeah, there we go.
It starts the same way.
This know how this ends.
I think I've seen a clip of you playing this. This looks good.
It corrodes it, rusts it.
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep it.
Time is ticking, Fred.
That light. I will fulfill my vow. Whatever the cost.
Excellent. That's good. Excellent. Thank you. So I go through my wish list of what I'm going to get next, like on the weekends. I'm wanting to replay Layers of Fear 2016 version. Apparently they came out with a new one and it kind of butchered it from what I've been reviewing, but the 2016 one is like fond memories of being scary. So I think I want to jump on. I think I want to do that. And I know it's old and whatnot, but that was what was it, the Boober team? Visage is on my wish list too, actually. So if you get to it before I do, I'll definitely watch. Because Visage, I've always heard about. Oh, it's on sale right now? Don't threaten me with a good time. No way. Ooh, it is. Ooh, it is. See, it's on my wish list. It is on sale. All right. Well, this one will be coming up then. Okay. This one's coming up. You want me to get it right now? All right. Well, hold on. I don't want to put my credit card on screen. Like I'll get it. But what's the other one? Oh, the Medium? The Medium was, yeah, you almost made me give my credit card info out. The Medium was excellent, and I want to go back to play that too. But it's that third person outside the what's the other one? Oh, Observer. I for some reason got through Observer, and that was a lot of reading, but back in the day it just was creepy enough to where I could get all the way through it, and it was actually good. I don't know if I could go through it again though. It's so much reading. Are you still jobless? No, I got a job offer. If so, I'm good. You don't have to. You don't have to buy it for me. I got an offer this week, and so I'm finally, not stressed about that yet. But ultimately, I think what you're doing is going to be a whole lot more consistent if you're going through the welding stuff. Thank you. My number one fear is being jobless, and I think that might be my parents' fault. And it's not their fault that they didn't know that was going to be a problem, but that over heights, public speaking, I could do all that. But not having a job and like running out of money is like terrifying. So I can't do all that. Let's listen to some good music. That's true. Oh. Uh-oh, she gonna blow up next to me. Yeah, look, I might turn the music down just to keep on going at the same time, but I try my best to not like think like, yo, you guys didn't have an idea that things would change, like getting a grad degree. But I got a graduate degree at like 24, couldn't find a job, and worked on an assembly line instead. So we've been through about 10 once-in-a-lifetime world events. That is 100% true. We've been through every bombing, every Y2K bug, every end of the world prediction, like the Mayan calendar in 2012. I remember I worked in the electronics at Walmart, and I'm like, gotta go to work tonight. I think I'm gonna be snapped up. I think I'm about to die tonight in the electronics. And sure enough, I'm just like, checking people out. We're getting games out of the glass case. No big deal. I guess we didn't die when the Mayan calendar ended. Here, let me turn the sound down. But yes, like, I don't know. I don't regret going to college and doing all that stuff because I wouldn't have met like good friends that I had. But we should have bought a house when we were a fetus. I saw that Instagram video when we were in a fetus. We should have been investing in Bitcoin came out in 2013. We should have been investing in Bitcoin instead of getting out of college. That's right. Uh-oh. Cannot afford a house whatsoever. At least not in this area, and I'm not really wanting to move too much into a different area either. But, oh God. I have to sit there and think about it from my parents' perspective. Hey, is my phone not charging? But like our parents, if you think about it, the first universities came out in like 1800 something, right? So, I don't know if I can blame them because everything changed at the 2000, like right at the 2000 mark, but they didn't. I don't know. They were so convinced that getting a graduate degree would get a guaranteed job. And I felt the same until I got it and couldn't get one. Like I went all the way through the whole what I thought I should do. And Bitcoin, when I was back when it was used for black market dark web stuff. Oh. So y'all heard that story where that guy bought a pizza for like what millions of Bitcoin or whatever. He actually managed to buy a pizza with it, and he says he doesn't regret it because he didn't know it was going to be that valuable. I mean, you can't know that it's going to end up being digital gold. So I I feel bad for whoever forgets their password and has billions of Bitcoin on it. I've heard that story before too. White pasta and tomato sauce. What did I do? The $1 Stouffer's frozen dinners. They were $1 at one point, but I didn't even have an apartment. I stayed baked beans and toast. Yeah, we did the ramen, the Stouffer's $1 frozen dinners, and there was a time where I was staying on my former college roommate's couch, and yeah, oh, it is British. And yeah, is baked beans and toast really that good? We have to know. We've seen so many videos of the baked potato guy, the one that does the baked potato, and he might be in London or something like that, and he'll just put baked beans and butter and whatever in the people's potato, like at his what's it called? His truck? What's it called? Food truck? Cheese? Yeah. Cheese works too. I don't know if I'm gonna break the record, guys. I'm not focused enough. You can't beat it. Beans and toast. You know what? We're gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to try it. Baked beans and toast. Now, baked beans is good. I like baked beans, but I've never had it. Now, do you actually toast the toast? Is it like to the point of like a charred toast? I need to ask my lady to make it. Well, will my lady like it? I don't know. I'm not so sure. Oh. Odd. I don't know if you've seen those Snack Wars videos, but who was it? The guy from The Office. They put Marmite against peanut butter PB&J. Is Marmite any good? Because that is apparently a British delicacy, and not Dwight. Steve Carell. He went with the PB&J, but Marmite was in competition, so I don't know if Marmite is good or not. Bread in a toaster till it's brown and toasted, butter on the toast, and then 3 pieces of toast. Full tin of beans would be go-to. Okay. Well, I don't know if this counts, but when I was like 4 or 5 years old, my grandma, RIP, would just cut up a potato and put salt and butter and put it in the microwave. And it was not a fan of Marmite. It's a love or hate it. Okay. It's not marmalade. It's just called Marmite. And it says like molasses or something on the screen. Or not on the screen, on the label. Like molasses, I think. And Steve Carell did not like it. And oh my god, they just comboed me to death. I can't believe I just went through that. Hold on. The score thing isn't working anyway. Yeah. Okay, well, good thing I didn't go too far. Alright, so I'm gonna do a different song and try to get the top 100. Marmite and Vegemite. Okay, I remember hearing Vegemite too. I remember hearing that too. Let's do a different song. Let's do... Oh yeah, I didn't get DMCA'd, but my video got muted whenever I did this song. So I can't do that song. Let's try Devil Trigger. I Love Lucy got drunk off of Vegemite? God. You can do that? Are we in infinite mode? No, we're not. No, we don't want it to be infinite mode anyway. Let's try it. Ooh. Vegemite can get you drunk. Not drunk, but high or something. Not sure. There's so many. Architects make bank. So we're gonna try to get the beats per minute perfect on this song, but went to uni and studied and literally so full of shit. Unless you own a company, you basically get paid pennies. So for us, it was like engineers. The engineering word kept getting thrown out to us a ton, which is not literally like architects, but relatively in the same headspace. And 90 million pound project and just 25K a year. God, man. I think we also learned the hard way that it's like AutoCAD. I remember AutoCAD. It's 100%. It's 90% who you know and 10% qualifications most places where you go. And I didn't really ever trust anybody, so I never had connections with anyone. Not really. AutoCAD and Revit. I actually didn't do AutoCAD in high school, but my brother did. AutoCAD, he actually liked it, apparently. Alright. So we're going to try to get the beats per minute correct on this song, though, in the meantime. A need for that in Arizona, but again with AI, who knows? Edit. Alright. So I kind of do believe what Elon says, like as AI gets smarter and smarter, they will get to a point where AI will just do the exact thing you tell it to do and it'll happen. It'll create a hologram of something that you want or something like that. Like I'm sure AI will eventually get to that point, and then will it start ruling over us? Who knows? All right, let's see if we can calibrate this. Oh, that's so hard. Oh, this metronome's going fast. I'm gonna try to calibrate it. Architects and companies through LinkedIn, and there's been a recent shift with incorporating AI. Oh yeah, we're trying, and I think we can do it. I think it's just a matter of putting enough things on the screen to make it entertaining, actually being able to talk and entertain. I don't think it's difficult. You absolutely have to put in the work. You don't necessarily have to have a huge talent, but what I've always ended up reading or researched is that you can perfect your craft of the stream. The stream will be excellent. You'll gain followers, and then you hit a window of opportunity to get lucky, basically. You could be the first one to stream a specific game or something like that, and got really lucky with being in a good group who are genuinely supportive and not all talk. Yeah, That's another thing too. You can't do it alone. As much as I've wanted to try to do it alone, you can't do it alone. You come up with a group. The Burnt Peanut grew up like the past 7 years played with Genji, and now Genji is kind of like in the same wavelength as the Burnt Peanut now, and they just had a good friend group, and it just worked out for them. So you definitely can't do it alone. All right, I'm gonna try to calibrate this. Yo, I don't know how this is gonna work out, but that's like 252? Okay. We're gonna see if it worked. We're just gonna see if it worked. Oh, odd. Oh, that's another thing too. Turning on affiliate, I'll connect you up or join my Discord. Ah, okay, cool. So the affiliate thing, I'm trying to bide my time on that at the moment. Can you turn it on and off? That's one thing I've wanted. Can you turn it off? Like if you're just like, man, I don't like this affiliate thing, you could turn it off, or are you kind of like stuck there? Oh god, this is hella fast. We're gonna see how goofy this is. I'm kind of biding my time with it at the moment. I might turn it on soon, but we'll see. I'm just trying to make sure. I know you can't be perfect on everything, but I feel like there's more things I can do. What's my hesitation to turn it on? I feel like there's more that I can do to improve my stream first, that I just need to get on Fiverr and see if there's like other things that can make my stream a little more interactive and have some transitions. Like I had a transition back when I tried to stream back in 2023, and my computer was trying to update from Windows 10 to 11, and it froze and it deleted everything. Mostly everything. So I could probably find that transition that was made through Fiverr, but ultimately it's like scene transitions, things that I could put on the screen that are better. And it's not like you don't have to be perfect when you turn it on and all of that, but I want to make sure that I get to the spot where people will want to stay or something. I don't know. It's more of it's probably a analysis paralysis idea at this point. Networking is key, and that's a thing I need to do too. Because I'm definitely not good at it. Like the only way I got this job this week is from a referral. Like every other job I applied for, and I'm telling you, I applied for at least 100, at least, and they all turned me down. And it's not like I have bad experience. Like I should have great experience, and I'm not saying that to be cocky. I used to be a recruiter, and so I know that my resume is not bad, but I would get to like the end of the interview process, and they would say, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with how you interviewed. There was just this person that had more experience." That makes some BS excuse. And the only job that I got an offer for was through a referral. So I definitely do have to network better. It's and the weirdest thing about it too is jump to your community. Okay, give you shout outs and hopefully raid. Well then I'll definitely join your Discord. Then I just got into the idea of joining Discords. Discord might be the last social media that I've been able to adapt to, not because I don't know how to do it, but it took me a while to even want to get on TikTok. But I know there's Discord communities and all those things, so that's something that I'll definitely do. What was the other thing? Oh, all of the friends that I've ever had, except for maybe one who's a long lost friend and from high school now. I don't have any friends that do the same thing that I do. Like, it was always me, like, adapting to their club life or adapting to their sports or adapting to whatever, because I can do that. I'm interested in sports and things like that, but I don't have any friends, that are interested in video games whatsoever. And I refuse to give video games up. I thought I would. I thought when I graduated undergraduate college that I was just gonna get tired of games, and that didn't happen. So you only downloaded TikTok for the first time. I think that might have been it for me too. I don't recall getting on TikTok at all until I started to do this. So we're in the same boat. But then you see somebody like Queso that says, if it wasn't for TikTok, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I'm like, God, how do... But Queso is funny. Queso is got talent. He is just a funny dude. I've watched him a lot, actually. All right, this is hella fast. Oh. This is so fast. This speed makes no sense. It doesn't make sense. So I didn't do the beats per minute correctly, but we're gonna do it fast. Oh my, super fast. I don't understand the beats per minute at all. All right, we're going to give up on trying to get... So the thing about the beats per minute on this is the BPM changes on songs, and so you don't know what the most consistent one is. You've traveled for the last 10 years. I've only got about 2 to 3 close friends at this point who I only ever see once every few years. Yes. I got 2 my closest friends from college. One lives in California and is a cop. And the other friend is a travel nurse that's on the East Coast. And those are the only 2 friends that I really stay in touch with. All the other ones are, have been leaves on a tree. Leaves on a tree. But people don't know how to be chill anymore and yes. Culture and society changed since COVID in such a strange way. And I'm not saying people live online more now than ever. But people don't really know how to talk to people anymore in general. I don't know. Things are way more extreme. People's ideas are way more extreme and there's no nuance. And I don't know if that's COVID's fault or whatever. People were better when they were smoking cigarettes. Let me pull up that 500 cigarettes meme. Shikoku in Japan. My life in Japan was incredible. I lived in the countryside and it was so amazing for cycling, very relaxed. Why did you leave? So that's the bucket list of where we'd want to be, or go visit. So if we're gonna go, we would want to be there for like a month. We're not trying to stay like for 2 weeks. That's way too short. I think it needs to be a month to be in Japan. And that anybody that's went to Japan says that too. That like Japan is by far like their most favorite place ever. And for tourist travel, Vietnam. I've thought about Vietnam a little bit. That's interesting. So you've traveled like all over. That's really cool. The fact that you've like even been able to do that is cool. That is probably the food that you'll find there. I love pho, but it's spelled pho. Lived in Japan for 6 years, so travel around Asia was cheap. Goodness, 6 years is a long time. I bet the time burned by really fast, though. So minimum time you want to spend there is 1 month. Do you know Japanese by chance? Because that'd be amazing. That would make like my jealousy to a whole new level. Like exponential level of jealousy. I wish that it was emphasized more when I was younger to learn a different language. And not just Spanish by default, like Japanese, German, something, and you know enough to get by, but back when I was there, but now basically no. Gotcha. Well, by the way, AI is like translating so easily in people's earpieces now. So, konnichiwa, I bet that's all you know. That's all I know. Here, let's try to get the See, I don't know what that means. All right, let's see if that worked. I know you know Bosnian. What? You cheated? ChatGPT? Yo, ChatGPT is like everybody's best friend now. It knows way more than it should know about me. Or about anyone. Like, very good. Like the sentence connector basically means, wow, your Japanese is very good. You are not cheating, you are not trying. Okay. Wish there was a way to cheat, Doug. Quit working 9 to 5. And his dog, yep, that's true. Oh. An S score on my own song. Oh yeah, it's an excellent self-reflection tool, but it definitely makes errors. It'll make errors and you have to like cuss it out and it'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're right. That's my fault. Here's the true info." Yeah, you have to argue with it like it's a bro. Post somewhere, then rinse and repeat. Mm-hmm. That is true. Oh, that's the big problem with Gen Zs now, is that everything is at their fingertips so quickly. They can literally like have a paper written for them. When I was going through grad school, we had to make a 7-page paper every single week, and you had to research the exact articles in that dumb search engine. And the only thing that I really learned from graduate school is to learn how to research and find the right info. That is the one thing I'm very thankful for, because I realize so many people don't even do that. But did I learn true knowledge about like my grad degree? No. It's more, if anything, it teaches you discipline to do a paper every week. But school is nothing compared to what it used to be. Like, you don't learn. I couldn't tell you that in my undergraduate school, college, the only thing that I remember is one of our projects was to create a resume. That was the big project for the semester, is how to make, and that's important. Every other class I took in undergraduate school didn't teach me anything about real life, anything for school work, nothing. It didn't teach me anything. If anything, it taught me how to hate school and be disciplined a little bit to meet deadlines. That's pretty much it. a union millwright job. The instructor explained the process 1 minute prior and told us what to do with our numbered stickers. First question: where do I put this numbered sticker on the sheet? Which is what's crazy is there's quite a bit of people that will get that wrong. It's which is insane. There are a million people that skip over stuff to the point where it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel really bad. That's right. Let them get it wrong. They didn't take the effort to actually try to pay attention. Oh, and back in the day, but my first, like, not my first official job, my first career job was in a call center. Call centers are awful, but I was a recruiter also for like 3 years, and recruiting is basically sales for people, and that is the worst experience ever. Like, getting somebody on the phone that says they need a job, desperate for an interview, and then you try to interview them and then they won't answer, or they just won't show up to the other job that you assign them, and ultimately it looks bad on you because you said, hey, this person is a good candidate, and I will never recruit again. Like the most inconsistent product ever. The day we started handing out participation awards, that is 100% true. 100% true. I remember playing baseball like when I was like 7, 8 years old on a team, and my stepdad was out there. And if you Sakura, hey, what's up, Sakura? You're playing Resident R6? You're not saying Resident Evil 6. You're saying R6. But if you made a mistake, you ran around the baseball field, no matter what. Rainbow Six. Oh, so you're a Rainbow Six person. So I did Rainbow Six 3 on the PlayStation 2, and that was one of my favorite games of all time. And I played online on the PlayStation 2. You just have COD downloading. Gotcha. But yeah, odd. I don't know. We were. COD is 200 gigabytes. That is right. COD is like the biggest game out there for sure, except for GTA 6. GTA 6 is gonna be like 500 gigs. Yeah, it's a massive game. It's insane. But growing up and going through sports, my stepdad always was the coach of the team, and there was no making mistakes. You're going to, because the fun part is winning. And so ultimately, anytime that I made any type of mistake, I'm frustrated. I don't like participation awards. I'd rather lose. I was a sore loser too. I'd cry sometimes. Well, I was like 6 years old. I'd cry from losing some basketball game or something. Put your PS into rest mode. If you lose, get an award, then it make you want to be, yeah, you won't want to be better if you already get an award. Let's see. And I think it was the same for my sister growing up too. She ended up getting a full ride to scholarship in softball. So I guess on the competitive side of life, my parents did like, we like PvP shooter games too, and we like to win also. Like I played Apex and got master's badges and stuff in that too. I did not want to try to get Predator. I did not have the time. But he said I'm just sensitive. You have to be sensitive. Or you have to be sensitive to grow in life. You got to be able to channel different emotion, I think. Because if Odd or I were playing a horror game and we're sitting here going, damn, that was a crazy moment. That was a crazy, you can't it's not exciting if we're just over here just, damn, A man jumped at me. He jumped at me. That was crazy. No, you have some like amazing clips of like you've had some crazy jump scares from games that I haven't played, and so I'm like, it's funny. It's funny when it's games that I've played already. It's like, oh, yep. There's the part that got me. But there's games that I haven't played that you have clips on that's hilarious. By the way, if you happen to recognize that song, is from Final Fantasy X. Isn't that crazy? It doesn't sound like a Final Fantasy song, but it is. I said I was going to get a top 100 in this game, but you know, sometimes when I try this, you've never played any of the Final Fantasy games. Okay. I mean, I could sit here and recommend whatever. My brother's favorite was Final Fantasy IX, and it was an excellent story, but it's only reading, like reading text bubbles. Final Fantasy X was the first Final Fantasy where they had voice actors in them, and the graphics went to PS2 from PlayStation, so it was kind of like groundbreaking at the time. Turn-based games, oh, I can understand that. Well, my favorite video game of all time now. So BioShock used to be my #1 favorite game of all time. And now my favorite game of all time is Expedition 33, which is a turn-based game. But when it's not your turn, you have to sit there and be ready to parry or dodge. So it just kind of elevated the turn-based idea. It wasn't the first ones to do it, but the story is so great. It's my favorite game of all time. It came out last year. I knew it was going to be Game of the Year, but if there's any turn-based game I'd recommend, it'd be that one that came out last year, because the story is so good. But the only Final Fantasy that I played at that point, reactive turn-based, yeah. Reactive turn-based is like an excellent way to explain it, and it's my favorite. BioShock is #2. I love BioShock to death. I played through that 4 times as soon as I bought it, like in 2007, like in a row. I bought every edition. Love that game. I have a top 10 list of my games. I think I showed you, Odd. I think I actually showed you already. I have a top 10 of my favorite games, but I can understand that. The turn-based is kind of... Well, some of the turn-based ones have like a time limit, and you have to like react much faster. Like Final Fantasy X-2, which was a weird one. But Final Fantasy X was great. Like it was a good story, and I don't really know how else to explain it. It was just good. But oh, I can. You know what? You want me to show you a weird game? So throughout the week, I've been playing Dead as Disco, but then afterwards, I've been playing this game called Skate Story. It's so weird. It's charming. Apparently you are a demon made of glass, and your soul is being leased out by the devil, and you have to eat 7 moons to get your soul back. And you're a skater, like a skateboarder, while doing it. So if you've never heard of a weird game before, this is a strange game. The strangest skate game I've ever scooted. I'm gonna say skated. It is a weird game. Tomb Raider, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Tomb Raider. Oh, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. It's not the top 10 for me, but that is one of the greatest games of all time. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is oddly one of the best games ever made, and it makes no sense. It's so weird to say that, but it is, to me, it's one of the best. But it's not my top 10. but the nostalgia when you were playing that on Windows 98. Oh, so you were an Underground fan. Gotcha. Gotcha. Maybe it was the fact that once you finally found out the cheat codes and you could put Spider-Man in there with no gravity and auto balance. I remember having Spider-Man spin around a pool in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 just infinitely and get a billion score. I remember that. Tomb Raider is like, oh, SSX tricky. You know what? There's so many like memory lane things that we could talk about. Let's see. SSX tricky. You want to know the OG snowboarding game? Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if there is a let's see if there is a trailer for this. Here's the intro. Look at this. Would you have to remember Snowboard Kids 2? I loved this. I was like 7 or 8 years old. And Snowboard Kids 2 was excellent. You could do tricks and it was literally like a racing game. My favorite thing. It was so good. I don't understand why. This was great. Oh, so Tomb Raider came out with a, you know, a remaster or whatever, right? During the Game Awards. I'm assuming you're going to have to get it. You're going to have to get Tomb Raider. So Tomb Raider, oh, you did get it. Okay. Or they're coming out with a new one. So they remastered it and then they're coming out with a new one. And I never had Tomb Raider. Play them on your PS5. I never had Tomb Raider. I always went to a friend's house to play it, and it scared me as a kid. This is not a joke. It scared me as a kid because there was one moment where it was really quiet, and there was a tiger that was eventually there. But the game being eerily quiet in that one spot before you ran into that tiger and tried to double pistol it down, that scared me as a kid. I guess because it was so quiet and I was in so much fear. There was some weird stuff that always the music coming in. Yeah. There was always some weird things that scared me as a kid. I remember watching, ever play Running Wild? Let's see. Running Wild. I don't think so. Not the band. Running Wild game. There's a huge band that's showing up. I feel like I've seen this, but I never played it. Ooh, look at this. Boom. Running Wild. I feel like I've seen this before. I feel like I have, but no, I never played it actually. So I'm gonna make an assumption that you played Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Team Racing, Crash Bandicoot Warped, Crash Bash, because I definitely played on all of those. I definitely played. So you didn't play all of it. So I played the crap out of Crash Bandicoot. Ooh, after the first two. Well, Warped is probably... That's probably the one that I have the most memory of, simply because I was older and just could remember it better. But Warped was really good. And Crash Team Racing was my favorite kart game over Mario Kart until Mario Kart Double Dash. And then Crash Bash, which it was like a party mode, like 1v1v4, 1v1v1v1 or whatever. I wonder if there's going to be any... Let's see if there's any trailer to it. Oh, look at those graphics, and there's no way to make it better either. It's 240p. Ooh. Yeah, look at the graphics on this. It's like their version of Mario Party. Oh man, you're literally hitting every single memory I've ever had, except for Ratchet and Clank. I played Jak and Daxter, Jak 2 and Jak 3. Jak 2 was my favorite one, and I do remember playing the first Harry Potter on a laptop, like running around and like somehow moving the screen with my finger on a laptop. The very first Harry Potter. Harry Potter Quidditch. Did I have that? I was going to buy it, but never did. Harry Potter Quidditch. Harry Potter 1. The Sorcerer's Stone game. Yes. Dude, it was so good. Harry Potter 1 game. Yeah, they got a full playthrough of this thing. Yeah, I remember this, except for my graphics were way worse. Like my frames per second were like way lower.
Talk to Fred. He's the one with the wizard card.
Oh. This is when he casts the Flippendo spell.
And then let go of the button.
Yeah, I remember this dude saying Flippendo nonstop. God, that's almost a haunted memory right there. But let's see, what were the other things you said? Oh, Jak and Daxter, that was excellent. Let's see, Tomb Raider was awesome. Spyro, Spyro was collecting all the Birdie Bot beans. Yeah. I don't think I finished the game, but I played the crap. I remember playing it like super late at night, like 11, 2 o'clock in the morning as a kid, on the laptop on my bed. I remember playing it that much. But damn it, I completely forgot. Where? Oh, Spyro. I think I played one Spyro and didn't do the rest, simply because I was just playing the other ones, the other games you mentioned. Would you by chance remember Rayman? Rayman was the man, but it was like a hard game. Rayman 1, not 30th anniversary. Rayman PS1. Look at this dude. Earthworm Jim. Yeah, I had Earthworm Jim on Nintendo 64, and I hit like a certain level and then just didn't know where to go.
Going on!
Look at this guy. Same thing for this game too. I would hit like after the musical notes level, you would get to a certain point going to the right that there was no further way to go right. So as a kid, I didn't really know where to go after that. And in fact, I could probably see exactly where that happened. Blue Mountains, Bandland. Oh, that's the boss. Dream Forest Bandland Revisited. Oh, this was awful. Yo, how about that for a checkpoint? Oh, where was it at? He got his picture taken and that was the checkpoint. One of the few games that I remember finishing on Nintendo 64 was Battle Tanks Global Assault. One of the few cartridges that was green. I did finish Donkey Kong 64. The Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie games, I finished those two. Other than that, I had like Super Smash Brothers and Warhogs. Let's see. Warhogs. You know what's crazy? My dad somehow bought so many games that I never knew about, and they were all good. So he was the guy that like would just buy them for you know, me and my brother. Warhogs game. I definitely didn't play Hogs of War. I played a different type of like helicopter game. It's kind of similar to Hogs of War. Not similar, but it was like top-down helicopter type of thing. But I did not play Hogs of War. Let's look at a trailer. Hogs of War gameplay. Big Sausage Squad.
Beowulf.
Check him out.
Okay, who else do we want to put in there? There is a timer in the corner. So
The longer you stay zoomed, the more erratic your aiming gets. Shoot the 2 new targets at the double.
Get ready,
I'm way
big
ahead of you, Rick.
sausages.
I'm way ahead of you, buddy. And also, I can't hear a word of what you're saying, mate. That's the problem with these PS1 games. They never, ever include bloody subtitles.
Follow the red path.
Oh.
Now this is the grenade.
I'd never played this.
Than the weapons you've had your trotters on so far. Pay attention. Press and hold the X button to set the amount.
So did you have a Nintendo 64 and a PlayStation? You definitely had a PlayStation. Oh, don't get me started on the game magazines thing, because that was one of my favorite things to do. When I was like 9 years old, there was a demo disc that had Tomb Raider on it, Armored Core, it had Parappa the Rapper on it, and then like Jet Moto. And then it had like 4 different like just video trailers instead of the actual demo. And I remember getting that from a friend that lived a state away, and I was like 6 or 7 years old. I wish I could keep all these things. There was also a need to download Tomb Raider on your PC. Yep. Gotta jump back into some Tomb Raider. There was once upon a time back in like 2007 or 8 when official Xbox magazine was still like kicking, still official. And for Christmas, I wanted a whole year subscription of it. And I looked forward to this magazine too, and I'd read every single rating that they had for every game that had came out that month. And it would also have a demo disc. And I had a wad of demo discs from official Xbox magazines. Like, brilliant idea. I wish those still existed. To be honest with you, I know you can just play demos like through Steam or whatever, but all of the nostalgia and the fun of getting that to come into the mail, God, that was such a good time. Demo discs were so fun, especially with certain games on them. Original Nintendo. So I had Sega Mega Drive. So I had Sega Genesis. I don't even really know the difference between the two, or between any of them. I remember there was Sega Saturn too. Nintendo 64, PS1, PS2. Yes. So that's what I grew up with too. I ended up getting a GameCube. Never got a PS3 onward because my dad back in like 2002 randomly appeared with an Xbox at home. And it was connected to the TV downstairs in the living room, not in our like kids' room. And Halo was on the screen, and we hit that second level, and I couldn't drive the Warthog over that gap as a kid, and I hated it. Ultimately, Halo ends up being one of the greatest games ever made, but my dad was like ahead of the curve, and we didn't know these things in 2002 as a kid. He's just like, Xbox from Microsoft, boom, the next big thing, here it is. And turns out it was excellent. I mean, Xbox is killing themselves now, but the first Xbox console was one of the best ever made. I don't know if anybody remembers, but if you tried to save a game on there, you didn't really need a save pack or whatever. It said you had 9 billion or 9 trillion kilobytes left of save space. It's like you never ran out of space on that thing. You could play your own CDs and well, you could do that on PS2 also. But brought home an Xbox and got it chipped, so we just ended up playing a bunch of burned disc. Oh man, that's cool. So you got it chipped? Do you mean you got it modded? Because that's insane. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, we did play a bunch of like music CDs that we burned off of Napster or LimeWire. LimeWire, what a day! What a world LimeWire was, or Napster even. That was some insane stuff. There's so many nostalgic games that I wonder if we played through them. So if you try to play any games on PS2, Xbox, whatever, it won't read them properly. Right now? Or if you try to play any games on PS2, Xbox, whatever, it won't read them properly. Get it chipped and you can play burn games. Oh, I did not know that. So, kind of like, what's it called? Fake games that aren't official. Oh, okay. So it kind of acted as an emulator in a way. So then whatever games you downloaded, it'll just play it. Basically. Something like that. Oh, that's right. There were some people that found out how to do that and they would get their lunch money or whatever. Yep. I remember that now. I remember. They could literally pirate it for you. I don't remember really getting... Let's see. I know my brother did. But I don't think I ever got to a point where he had somebody in his graduating class that did do that. So I think he got 1 or 2 different games. He might have got Devil May Cry or something like that. But I never ended up doing that. But he a car trunk full for $20. I mean, that's those were the days. Those were, oh yeah, oh. I remember when you would try to burn music onto a disc if your computer was touched like at all. Yo, isn't that some crazy technology when you think about it? Having a computer that can burn music, like put music on a disc. Now that I think about that, that's kind of high tech. And you could just put it in your CD player. Of course you don't need to do that now. But looking back on it now, like a 2000s PC, being able to burn discs is pretty phenomenal. Because when you get a PC, that's not something that you think about doing. You think about putting a disc in and playing it. That's pretty crazy. I didn't even think about that. Maybe you had to have a PC that had that right... It was like the D slot, and then there was a writing slot or something like that. God. Oh, you want to talk about nostalgia? So my girlfriend and I have been going to a place called H Mart, which is an Asian store. It's like Asian groceries, Asian snacks. So you would probably love it. It literally, you had a family computer and didn't understand it. So we had a family computer too, but it ended up being so old that when I played World of Warcraft on it, you couldn't go through the major city or the frame rates would go to 0. So I would have to avoid the major city when I was a kid. So it was an old computer. But RuneScape. Oh. So I had friends in school that loved RuneScape. Hey, RuneScape is still kicking. RuneScape is still going strong. Oh, your account got hacked. I have a bad hack story too. I feel like we all live the same life. It never none of us ever have a unique experience. You ultimately find out that we've all been through the same. We live in a matrix. Look, the more time goes on, the more a matrix seems plausible. The more it seems that way. Ugh. The rumors you hear as a kid that somehow everyone else knows around the world? Yes. Yes. Like, there's no, and that's what's weird, that there's no such thing as, there's nothing new under the sun until crypto comes out or something crazy like that. I guess my brain can't comprehend Marilyn Manson removing. Yes, I remember that rumor. Yeah. Yeah. That just, I think we all ended up hitting like LimeWire and Napster and finding out like deep dark web stuff and everybody just did it at the same time. Or not just deep dark web stuff, but like E for Entertainment, you know, would have some goofy stuff on at 1 a.m. And I'm not talking to like TV corn. I'm talking about just like random weird stories with that, what's that weird dude that had a talk show on it? How does this exist when internet and chat forums weren't even a thing back then? Now that, you know what did our parents do? They barely even had telephones. You know what? My grandmother on my mom's side, her favorite thing to do of all time was back, like, she lived in like a trailer, like house, like trailer. It wasn't like in a trailer park, but it was like right next to a river or whatever. She would sit in there in her bedroom and grab her phone, you know, grab her like phone thing, put it on the bed, pick it up, and just call people and just gossip. And she would literally do that for hours. Sometimes she would gossip and just make shit up. My grandmother on my mom's side would literally go around in an electric cart when I worked at Walmart, go around in an electric cart and say, "Yeah, that's my grandson over there. He's having girl trouble." And my coworkers would come over and tell me, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, dude, just don't listen to anything she's saying. That is insane." Because she would remember a story that I told her from 4 years ago, and she would ask me about that same girl from 4 years ago. What about that blah 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 girl? I'm like, "Yo, bro, I don't know. I haven't talked to her." But she also ended up bringing in like this busted, broken laptop and didn't have the receipt, and she somehow convinced them to get an Exchange computer for free, and I wasn't a part of that. Like, the managers let her do that. I said, "You guys don't affiliate me with her, because I worked in the electronics." I'm like, I would never do that. She doesn't even have a receipt. But meanwhile, she's like chugging along in an electric cart, and she goes, he's having girl trouble right now. And then people in the back that stock shelves found out. It's like, how? She would literally just drive around just telling people about me. But she loved to gossip. So imagine how the 70s and 80s was like with Grease and what did they have besides drive-in movies? Just gossiping on the phone. Or the Dead Poet Society. That's pretty much it. Oh, that's true. That might have been like that's not the first epidemic of major drugs. Because they had opioids back in like Mongolian days. Oh yeah. Yeah. And then rock, and then Burning Man. Imagine with rock came out for the first time. You know how hard it will be to not do drugs and go there? That's crazy. Like, That's probably what they did back in the day. Yeah, I have asthma, and I joke around with my mom and said, "You were smoking when you were pregnant with me, huh?" And she, no, I wasn't. But I don't think she was. I give her crap about it because I have asthma. But I'm like, you never know. Did she smoke cigarettes when she was pregnant with me? Ecstasy is a hell of a drug. I did have my rave period, and I was going to stay in that rave period through 2019 and into 2020, and then COVID happened and it wiped all of those dreams away. What song would I be listening to? I don't know if I'd be listening to something like this, but it's similar.
If all my love has got you feeling too much, it's feeling too much for you, then all my love is gonna dance with someone that shows love, not you.
So I had this dumb philosophy. Like I was going to be, because I believe you can do whatever you want if you like try hard enough, right? It might be harder for others to do certain things. Didn't trust the people I was around with it. So that is an excellent point. So when I was going through my phase in 2019, whatever I was getting from people that I knew and that I trusted. And then, like, they quit doing it. And so I tried to go my own separate way and find other people. In the same vein of that happening, this fentanyl stuff was going around. So just from not trusting who that person was, it started to be a bad trip every time. Every time. So it ultimately made me quit. I was like, even when I knew it wasn't bad, like going to be a bad trip, it was a bad trip. And I was like, I can't do it anymore. And I ultimately quit. I don't trust like anything like that. So it definitely 100% was a phase. But that's literally what it comes down. Yeah, it was definitely for the best, because now I was very cognizant of the idea that you can get addicted to it, and you can, and the come down is horrible. So I would only do it like try it every like 5 months or 6 months. I never had the come down of depression like my friends here did. But ultimately, whenever I was like, I'm an overthinker, and once I had like 2 bad trips in a row, I'm like, you know what? I don't think it's ever going to work anymore. And at the same time, COVID was starting to end. So if you were raving during COVID, they created shows to where they would give you like a certain square footage of like a square of an area for you and like, I think it was like 6 friends that they allowed in one area. And then they would do 6 feet apart, another square area. So during COVID, when they were doing raves, the closer you got to the stage, the more the tickets cost. And so it was just me and my one buddy, and he might bring 2 of his friends or even just one, and we had this whole space to dance and whatever. And that was excellent. Once COVID ended, and I was going into once COVID ended and I got into certain shows, people do not give a shit about personal space. All they want to do is to try to push you out of the way. Oh yeah, I didn't do any clubs during COVID. Like, that's insane. My sister did, and it was a huge mistake. I think she got COVID at that time for it, but this was after COVID when restrictions were easing and everything. And you would go to these raves now, especially ones that are indoors, like the raves that are inside of like some of them are like my favorite venues, but people just are so drugged up, they will stand on their feet and just sit there. Like, I had a person stand literally on my foot and just do all this, and I'm like about to go insane. So COVID literally changed the trajectory of like how my thought process were with raves too, because another thing is there's not many good artists that come out here anymore. They're too few and far between now. 2019 was just a good year, but yeah, no, people do not have self-awareness. They do not care, and I don't even know if it's the fact that they are on Molly or ecstasy or anything, but even the ones that are sober though will just want to get to the front, and instead of like getting to the front like when the show initially starts, they just pretend to dance and like start to elbow and push people out of the way with their ass. And it got to the point where I was ready to fight people like post-COVID, and so that also killed the vibe for me about going to raves and everything. And I also think that once you go to so many raves, a lot of people that go to a lot of them, they end up staying way back in the back anyway, because they don't want to deal with all of the people that are trying to just push you out of the way or stand in your way or anything like that. TikTok videos in public with no hesitation. Do you remember this? For some reason popped up in my head. This for some reason popped up in my head the other day. Let's see if we have a literal video of what it was, of how. Okay. Do you remember Chicken Jockey of the Minecraft movie? People just stop in the street and do weird shit, like Logan Paul doing a split. So the Chicken Jockey meme. Okay, so in the Minecraft movie, Jack Black ends up saying Chicken Jockey, and Chicken Jockey is like a chicken, like riding a chicken in Minecraft. By the way, I never played Minecraft. I've always watched people do it, but I never played it. But he said Chicken Jockey, and for some reason, all these Gen Z kids would just throw popcorn. Yes, go crazy. Like, literally the dumbest thing that you could possibly think of just for the sake of it. And I don't remember ever thinking that's a smart idea. I remember packing in the theaters for Spider-Man 3, and it was so packed that some people were sitting on the floors. But I don't remember wanting to just throw popcorn in the air like that just for some stupid idea. Like, you know how boomers say that their generation was better and all that, and I try to be cognizant of the idea that my generation isn't better or the best or whatever, but holy crap, whenever Gen Z do stuff like that, you're like, bro, or the rap music. Like, I grew up listening to rap music more than anything else because my brother listened to it too, where Mike Jones, Lil Wayne, even Drake was good at one particular time. Eminem, it was huge, and the rap sounded good. Now it just sounds so horrible, and the Gen Zers love it. And I try my best to not be like a boomer of the idea that our generation's better, but holy crap, whenever you see stuff like that, or Logan Paul, lack of respect from all the youths. Yes. It's, which, by the way, Logan Paul, I think he ended up creating TikToks where he would go all around the country and doing a split, and literally in the middle of a crowd, just doing a split, like in the middle of like an intersection, just doing a split. Kind of strange, right? So if you remember, Logan Paul ended up posting a YouTube video of somebody hanging in the suicide forest in Japan, right? Isn't that in Japan? And he ended up getting so bad publicity to where he was not popular at all. Just not a popular influencer celebrity. I don't even know how he got that popular. He ultimately, the ton of backlash, and in a smart way, he ends up using that as being a heel, like the bad guy that everybody wants to see get beat up. So then he starts scheduling boxing matches and setting them up and making money off of them, pretending like he's going to get beat up because all these other people want this dude to get his ass kicked. And then he uses it to his advantage. And his brother. His brother literally had 6 winning boxing matches before he faced a real boxer. And that's the epitome of Gen Z, because somehow we propped up these people to do the dumbest things, but via the clout or TikTok videos. And then people hate them so much that people pay to watch them get beat up, but then they rig those things and make money off of them. Now he's a professional wrestler, like the fakest fighting of all time. So that is the epitome of it. Remember the Cash Me Outside girl on Dr. Phil? Cash Me Outside. She somehow ends up getting popular, and not for a positive reason. It's just is what it is. I could literally talk forever, but I'm gonna see if you're streaming at whatever time to watch, especially if you're jumping into Visage and all that. And yeah, have a great night. But all the celebrity type of stuff, everybody's human at the end of the day. I don't think it's impossible for us to do our streaming thing, and like, I feel like we could be the next wave of the Burnt Peanut and Queso and all of that. I think it's exciting to look forward to be doing this type of stuff, and it's not something that I'm gonna get tired of. I just had to figure out what games I wanted to play and what not to play, and not try to force it. But have a great night. As you can tell, I could talk forever, and we can go through nostalgia an infinite amount of times. We might need to stream more often to go through old clips of like PS1 games and stuff. Because that's like fun. That's a man cave idea too. Have a great night. Let's see. Well, it's 9 o'clock. I can technically see if my brother is on Marvel Rivals right now. He's not. So for the last hour, thank you. Have a great night. Let's see. You'll probably be streaming before I do tomorrow, so I'll jump. I'll catch you tomorrow on your stream. Do I want to do Skate Story? Catch you later. Do I want to do Skate Story or World of Warcraft? I don't know. Oh, anyway, let's play a little bit of music really quick. In the meantime, I'm gonna go take a bathroom break, and we're either going to jump into Skate Story, or you know what? We could try to give this one more college try. We could. I think I want to do that. Yeah, I think I want to do that. I'm gonna go to the restroom first. All right, let's get the volume back to where it was, and I'll be right back. All right, you know what? We ended up getting into like a just chatting phase about all the nostalgia that we've experienced, and I never really tried to break the top 100 for this. So, what I want to do, I'm gonna die on purpose because I want to see what the score is that I need to get into the top 100 here. No. Okay. I need to do it on infinite. Come on. Infinite? Alright, let's see, They lynched me. Alright, so I made it to 176 at one point. What is top 100? Alright, top 100 is gonna end up being 342,000. Woo! Alright. 342,000. I wonder how much time. Does it take 30 minutes? 45 minutes? Alright, we're gonna do it. We're going to get there, and we're gonna actually try for the last hour here. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Let's make sure it resets so it can keep the score. All right. Let's do it. Oh. What is going on? All right, here we go. Here we go. Top 100, 342,000. I don't know why I killed my combo there. It was weird. Oh. I definitely pressed it. That's crazy. What are y'all doing? How did that mess up my combo too? That's crazy. Oh, that is not good. I need to react better that time. Ooh, done that wrong. Oh my god, oh my god. What was that? What in the world? They're jumping all over me. How am I losing my combo? It's so weird. Oh. Well, that's how you lose a combo. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Uh-oh, wrong person. Ooh. That killed my combo with it? Oh my god. I can 100% die here. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh my god. What in the world was that? We got 120,000 left. Whoops. Oh no! Big mistake, but we survived. Oh my god. I don't know how I didn't die right there. No! How did I not die there? Oh my god. How did I not die there? Just because she missed, I lost my combo. So weird. Oh. Oh, what? What was that? What in the world was that? What? Okay, well, she just exploded. I dodged and it didn't matter. I was so weird. Maybe I should. Ugh, that's so dumb. So dumb. Okay, well. Fortunately, we got higher, and it only took 22 minutes. So we can try this again and try to do it again. I still can't believe that happened though. It literally just exploded incorrectly at the wrong time. It just fucking just did it in the middle of me finishing her right in the exact millisecond. This game's rigged. All right. Those kill me the most, those and the gunners. But these more so than the gunners. Because you do everything you're supposed to do and it just still... Alright. Okay. Let's refocus. And... what did I say? 342,000? Yeah, 342,000 getting to the top 100. Let's make sure it counts. Did I do it right? I don't think I did. No. All right, we'll try one more time. Oh my god. That was crazy. The dudes are on steroids. And they're losing their mind for it. We beat the record. We're top 100. We're going crazy. We're going crazy right now. Oh no, damn it! Alright, we broke a crazy record. We still got plenty of time left. So frustrating, just did not lock on to the right thing. We still got plenty of time to break some records. Holy shit, we're way ahead. That's alright, that's alright. Let's get back into the groove now. Oh, it almost did it again. Ooh. I don't know where we're going to be on the leaderboard, but we're going to be super high. We're going to be super high. Oh, that was misleading. Wow, dude, they're trying to set me up. Oh, wow. Wow. Weird stuff is happening. We're on a generational run right now. Quit trying to screw me. Get away from me, bro. Come on. No! Pretty soon that's gonna one-shot me. Oh my god, bro. Look at him getting in front of her. Crazy. We had one crazy combo that lasted like into the thousands, and we're easily past our record or what we wanted. Now it's just bonus round. 100% bonus round. Oh, slapped him. But that took away my combo, bro. Not even before, like before her slap, my combo was broken. Like, sometimes I don't understand this. Ooh. Oh, damn. Huge mistake. We're still okay. Oh, couldn't jump away from it. Huge mistake. She missed, so my combo broke. Like, I'm so distracted by that annoyance that I'm getting hit. Alright, I can get one shot by these explosions now. What was that? Bro, it always aims at the wrong thing. Alright, we freaking did it. Not only did we break top 100, we got 21 in the entire world. We got ranked 21, and it was easy. It was easy. All you have to do is get an insane hit combo in a row into the thousands or something like that, and you got it. You got it easy. It took 20 minutes. It took an easy 20 minutes. That's crazy, dude. This is by far the best that I've ever done, and it was on the hardest beats per minute song. Wow. I love this game. Now I love this game. I'm not frustrated, annoyed by it. Oh, how about that? How about that? So all right. So the trick to this game to get the insanely high scores isn't just getting higher level. It is getting an infinite combo of hits in a row. Making sure you don't get hit, making sure those dumb idiots don't miss you, and it suddenly breaks your streak or whatever. That's insane. it's insane that the computer can miss you and it messes up your hits in a row. Makes zero sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. We did it. We did it. A good old college try tonight. Most of the time we were just chatting about nostalgic games, and here we go, hitting the best record that we've possibly gotten. By far. So the next time I play this, let me figure out the game I'm going, or the song I'm going to be. It would have to be Maniac. It would have to be Maniac. It's the iconic song. All right, I'm gonna die real quick so I can see what the leaderboard would look like and what I need to get. Because it's gonna be so much higher. It's gonna be so much higher and harder because of how the beats per minute's much slower, and slower is just not as easy. Look at this. Oh my god. Okay, let's just go to top 10 and go down. 500 million. Charlie Disco is his name. 500 million is ranked number 1. I don't even know if we can hit top 100 on this. Oh my god. So would my last score would have hit this? Would my last score hit number 100? It's just different song, but because in theory, if I do the same streak and stuff like that on this song, I will get into the top 100. Barely. Let's look. No. Let's look. What was it again? $654,000. I think that'll have hit top 100 on this. Let's just look and see. $654,000. Would that have made it? It would have hit 99. If I do what I did exactly just now on this song. So that means getting like a 1200 hit combo in a row to multiply the score. It needed to be much more though. Holy crap. We locked in huge. Locked in like crazy. And this is like the best song. Here, let's just run through it one good time. We only got like 5 minutes left. We only got 5 minutes left. How long is the song? Here, we're gonna do the rock version, and then we'll do the regular one, and then we're done for the night. Just for fun. Just for fun. One quick run through of each song. As a victory lap of our record-breaking night tonight. Boss dirty though. Not bad. 800 for the single song. All right, let's do the last song, which is the #1 one, and we're gonna go like head first into this one to try to break that record. It's gonna be the hardest one by far, but we can do it. We can do it. We got ranked 21 in the world on the hardest beats per minute, so we can do it on this song. It's just gonna have to be for another stream. I lost my combo because he kicked his friend. Pressing that so early. It's annoying. Uh, 100% press the button. That's crazy. right. That's gonna do it for me. Well, I didn't even play this game that much tonight. I didn't know life it, and we managed to get one good run in to make top 25 in the world on the hardest beats per minute song. I think this was a successful stream. It was great. We had some nostalgia, some back in the day shit. It was awesome. So tomorrow I am planning on playing this again. Typically we play Skate Story afterwards, and we're eventually going to finish the game. It's a charming story, but I have to say it's very easy. It's very whatever. But hey, if I was to put a review on Skate Story, it would be an 8 out of 10. And to me, 8 out of 10, it's worth playing for everyone. And when I rate something 8 out of 10, everybody can try it, and most of the time, 99% of the time, they'll enjoy it. If it's an 8 out of 10 or higher, 8 or higher. If I give something a 6 or a 7, it's good in a certain niche of a crowd for a certain game. Like I give Marathon a 7 because it is an excellent extraction shooter, but it's more on the side of Escape from Tarkov, so it's not going to appeal to the masses. And it's a well laid out game for the people that love it, which to me it's a 7 out of 10. A lot of people are not going to like niche games like that. If there's anything that is a 5 or below, it is mid-average game at best, and only a few people will love the game if it is a 5 or less. If I give a rating on a game of a 5 or less, it is mid-average. Most likely one of those that you can avoid. You won't suffer from you know, FOMO or anything like that. So that's the rating that I would give Skate Story. I would give it an 8. I think it is worth playing for everybody to see how charming and weird it is. And everybody can get through it. At the same time, I'm kind of like, alright, let's eat the last 2 moons so we can finish the game. And so that's kind of where I'm at with that game. It's just whatever. However, this is repeatable. I would, and so far, I would give this game an 8 out of 10 too. Of course, it's only a demo, but the moment that we're able to, the moment that you're able to customize your character and customize the weapons that he pulls out. See, this guy does glow sticks he pulls out whenever he's doing the fast attacking. The moment that you can customize your character and customize the finishing moves and things like that, this game is going to be so good. This game is going to easily... look, I'm not sure if it's going to release this year, but a game like this, it is so unique outside of Batman Arkham City, which is like a AAA. A game like this will end up getting some sort of reward. Not reward, some sort of award. I think this game will end up getting some sort of award. It'll end up getting some sort of award on Steam or something like that. I feel like this game is going to end up getting some sort of award. I think so. It's at least an 8 out of 10 right now. Once the game fully releases, I think it's going to end up being a 9 to 9.5 out of 10. It's not going to be an absolute 10 out of 10, but it'll be a 9 to a 9.5 out of 10. And everybody will end up loving this. Imagine anybody putting their music in this game, customizing their own character, and to their favorite songs of all time, they're beating the shit out of people. That is, people will love this, and that's the thing. If they can get whatever AI or something they can implement into the game to where it figures out the beats per minute correctly for whoever's music, whoever puts their music in there. Because doing the beats per minute yourself thing is way too difficult. It's either way too difficult or it's not really defined enough. So if you can't do that well enough, you're gonna have to have an excellent list of songs, an excellent list. And we're so far so good. To me, there's like 4 songs in here that are great. Hold on, what was my record on this one? 90. Oh, nice. We could probably get higher on that, but it's way too slow beats per minute. Let's just look at how many they have that's not in the demo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 19 songs that are not in the demo. So far, okay, here's the final verdict of this game whenever it fully comes out. If they can Dance Dance Revolution this shit, or Guitar Hero this shit, and have millions of songs on here, not millions, but like hundreds of songs on here, this will be like a pinnacle game that people will love to go to. Just keep adding songs, keep getting the rights to the songs. Just keep doing as much as you can. Get little EDM artists that don't really do much else in their lives right now while they're trying to get big and grow. Put them in this. Get anything that is excellent to beat people's ass to, and this game is going to soar heights that we haven't seen in a long time for just a regular little beat 'em up shooter. Not shooter, beat 'em up shooter. Shoot your fist and legs. All right, I've talked a lot tonight. I'm probably going to play some World of Warcraft off stream. Again, it's not an easy product to stream unless you're like die-hard WoW fans and you're already established. I'm not a soda popping or anything, so I'm going to run some dungeons in the Burning Crusade Classic. The retail version of WoW right now feels too, and they get into these ruts with certain expansions. It feels too money hungry of an expansion to me. There's way too much grinding for unnecessarily not good rewards in this expansion to me. Like you have to focus on one particular. Here, you know what? Fuck. Let's look. Let's look. Let's put up. We'll just look really quick. How many currencies do you have to grind? Save big through April 1st on what? Come on, turn on. There's a good chance that the game and sound is going to be off because once you start and stop like different games, it's going to end up being weird. Let's just see how many currencies and rep you have to grind to get some sort of minor rewards. Most of them are minor in this game. And if you want to get a mount from the certain vendor, it will take you weeks to only do that one activity to get whatever the reward is. Here, let's look. Where am I at here? Currency and reputations. All right, here you go. So you go through the story mode and you eventually end up getting like this amount of renown. It's not terribly hard to do. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this one doesn't really count. Valera just has a level up. But it is something that you have to level up if you're going to get higher in delves. So you know what? We're going to call it something that you have to level up to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 8, 9. Now, look at the currencies. Here it is. So did we say 9? Let me count one more freaking time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 things that you have to level up. Okay. So that's 9. Let's just put that in our freaking number in our digits. You have this Brimming Arcana. Now you could technically say that you have to grind for these for professions too. So let's put professions in there. There's 10. Professions suck now. They suck. Purely shitty. They suck. They overcomplicated it and made it just the worst stupid grind of all time. This is my rant for the day. So, engineering, that's a 10th one. Brimming Arcana, 11th currency or some or rep you have to grind. 11, 12, 13. Shards doesn't really count. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna dock points on it. You do have to get artisan stuff for mining and engineering. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, whatever. 15. Catalyst. And then here's a catch-up mechanic. 16, 17, 18. So 17, 18. We're gonna count both crests. 18. There's 18 different. Oh, and that's not all. That's 18. There's housing. So there's 19 right there. And housing has its own tasks to grind. And hopefully your neighborhood is awake to do that. So you have 19 combined reps and currencies to grind in this expansion, and guess what that sounds like? That sounds like as much grinding as you possibly can so you can stay subscribed to Blizzard. That is what it feels like. This expansion has turned into how can we keep the players subscribed for as long as possible. And then what's kind of shitty about it is not all of the rewards are that good or on the currencies. So and yes, you technically can say, well, I don't want to do that, I could do this. You have the freedom to do whatever you want. If you have the freedom to level up engineering and mining, go try it. Go see how long it takes to level up engineering and mining. You don't level it up as you go quest anymore. You have to go out of your way to fly. And the worst part of it is part of the talents that you have for your professions, for mining or herbalism, is being able to do it while mounted. So they knew that the grind is stupid. So then they just it's kind of like when I worked at a call center. I worked at a call center and they work you to death. They grind you just like this game does. And they said, hey, you've been doing a great job. We're going to put you on this special project. So you're part of a special project. And what does that project do? That doesn't give you a raise. They know the incentive is to get off the phone at the call center because it grinds you down and kills you. So instead of giving you a raise for working hard, they give you a promotion to a different project to get you off the phone. They'll put you on the chat team instead. So that's what this game is doing. We know this grind. We know this grind kind of sucks. So we're going to give you certain things that you can level up in the profession. So that sucks a little less, but you still have to grind just a little less. It's not an award. In fact, you put points into something stupid like that, so then you can't level up other things until way later. So I'm gonna make a quick video on that. I didn't realize that there was a combined 19 currencies and renown tracks and reputation grinds to level up in this game. And again, their excuse is, you could do this. You could do this instead. You can do this instead. That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is the grind for all of these things are super freaking long. Super long. It's to the point where it's not worth it. Rant over. So I'm gonna go play the Burning Crusade Classic. And I'm leveling mine up the classic way. And it's been super fun. I did not boost to level 58. I'm not gonna buy one. That's stupid. I've enjoyed leveling in the classic Burning Crusade expansion. So I'm going to go do that off stream. I'm tired. And I will be playing Dead as Disco tomorrow. We may play Skate Story after it, or we'll just play a little bit of WoW for the last hour. It is what it is. And then we're going to play a horror game on Saturday. Finally. What's today? Today is Thursday. Okay. Today's the day that my basketball team choked a 19-point lead and ended the season early, which I'm happy about. So I don't have to worry about it anymore. I can enjoy my streaming and games instead. Have a great night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow night.